Now then. Good evening. No, that background's wrong. This is what happens whenever you have stuff that's unplanned. We're not playing Killing Floor 2 tonight. That's an absolute lie. Disregard that. Oh my. Well, we were gonna do the podcast tonight, folks, but obviously, as everybody noticed, we had pretty much everybody drop out, so we're like, fuck it. Here, let me just throw this up here. That works. We're gonna do something different tonight, and it's gonna be awesome. We're gonna try out some, Every time I start streaming, if I forget to close my window, he drives by every fucking time as slow as possible. I swear, he's like watching the stream and he's like, he left the window open. Alright, so anyway, let me edit this stuff here. This is not news and politics. YouTube will get feisty with me if I don't say that. So it's Elite Dangerous. That's the one. Boom. Done. Alright, so I think we're getting somewhere. I hope. We'll be live on multiple channels, but we'll have no idea where we're streaming or who's even watching. This is the Pixel Crashers Summarized, guys. Alright, so in any case, Elite Dangerous. If anybody didn't know, I'm super professional and all this shit. You know, good stuff. Dun. Shit's gone crazy. Yeah, absolutely has. Alright.
Yeah, I concur. We're just crazy motherfuckers over here.
Yep. Alright.
Hey, it looks like the chat box is working.
Chat box
It's the chat bot, or not the chat bot, but the universal chat, because I'm seeing a YouTube comment.
Yeah, no, I fixed it. So essentially what happened is that the YouTube events in Restream is problematic at best. So I switched it over to just the YouTube Stream Now, which, and essentially we just stopped doing events because, well, whatever. I don't really care. So yeah, that's the fun of it. All right, so now that the game's loaded up, let me get the capture set up on here so we can see it on here. No one's actually watched us play Elite Dangerous. I think on stream. I don't know if you've streamed it before, Rose.
I haven't. I think a lot of my streaming community is going to be focused on World of Warships, I'd hate to say. But I might throw in other games every now and then. Whoops, right off the table. Ooh, that's a nice 10. Ha! Sorry, rolled a 10-sided die and got a 10. Let me actually choose my private room. No, we're gonna play in open. That's where we're gonna play.
Hell no. Nope. That is definitely not gonna happen. Alright, so eventually this game will load up on here, and we'll finally get something going here. You know, we had some really crazy shit to talk about, but I can't really fault Xaiphen on there. Apparently there was a random late night showing the Rocky Horror Picture Show, and you know, they're gonna go see that. I'm like, you know what? I can't even be mad at that. Like,
no, that would be like being if there was a late night showing of what's that movie? Spaceballs.
Oh god, if they did a midnight showing of Spaceballs, I would be there 12 hours early.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
I saw Laura. I saw you shilled for us. Thank you.
We love people shilling for us.
Well, I mean, it depends. Depends on what the cost of said shilling is. I ain't all about that stuff if it's gonna cost me my immortal soul or whatever.
You must have had driver updates.
Yeah. Alright, so Whoa!
Where the fuck am I?
Let's
Let me
try
figure
to-
out where
Where is the...
I am. Oh, I'm still in Thargoid country.
Ah! GG. Always load up, make sure on the fan logo, which has none of the, yes, I'm live. That's cool. I will
We try to make it with a little less time to do it right and we fake it. Feel, why don't you feel? We try to face it with a little less time to do it right and we fake it. Still, I love
have
you.
no idea which
I
one
love
is
you.
best on here, so I'm
Still.
gonna do the number one, and there we go. Like, you can do up to 4 people.
I should probably open Mixer for this shit.
Yeah, I honestly have no idea if that's any good or not, but alright.
Now torn to pieces, you
See, Laura,
goes
where you have this thing with 7 Days to Die, you have this hidden thing for say interesting. Super fascinating and super exciting. You spend most of the time just jumping. Okay, so where did you say you were?
I'm still in Thargoid country, so I'm
You're way the
quite yeah, way the fuck out in the middle of nowhere now. I can get back to you really fast because I think. Oh, fuck me.
I got promoted to the rank of novice in combat. Yeah, that's nice.
All my jump ships are an hour away. I was not expecting this today, so I didn't have anything moved.
Yeah, I forgot the music is still playing. There you go. Thank you, Laura. You know, the moment that something unexpected happens and, you know, I'm not expecting to stream one thing, literally my entire process gets thrown out the window and I have no idea what I'm doing. That's just pretty much it.
This old girl.
So let's see if we can find Laura, or, Lila. Jesus, that's gonna get confusing. Oh.
Just say NightRose if you're that confused.
Yeah.
Or, you know, just call me when you always
you
called
are
me.
way the fuck out there. Jesus.
I told you!
It's not that far. 250 light years. Although,
really?
Yeah, it's only 250, but actually, as I realize that I'm in the wrong ship for that. I'm in my combat vessel. If I want to get to you with any sort of rapidity, then I'm going to need something a little bit faster.
I mean, there's always... Well, I don't know if I've got my fighter... Yes, I do have a fighter hangar, so...
Oh gosh. That would be fun.
If you want to... Yeah.
Let me get docked in. What would I do without you there to nitpick? I would stream the entire stream with no one being able to hear us because the music is just blaring over top of us. That's what would happen. And you know,
that sounds about right.
That has happened before in the past. Someone I had like, this was back in the days when I used to stream Dragon Age. Speaking of which, that's coming up soon on party streams. Yeah, there was at one point that I was just literally in sitting there with music blaring for hours on end. And someone finally came in and said, "Yo, man, I can barely hear you." That's small streamer problems, right? You know, when you're a big time streamer, usually you know, you don't have these problems because people are letting you know immediately. But when you're small, you know, usually you get quite a few lurkers. Not always a huge amount of like active talkers. All right.
Yep.
All right. So, do you have your multi-crew set up?
Not yet, but I was getting ready to. I am being a bad girl and just using all the auto mode stuff. I need that.
Join another What did you select? Did you
Find crew, Xeno hunting,
Yep.
invite to crew.
There we go. Multi-crew it is. Only slightly painful, ladies and gentlemen, whenever this breaks everything.
Yeah,
Multi-crew.
just a little.
I still, Alright.
Sup, slave?
What? I looked away for a minute. I'm like, the fuck? Oh.
What?
Alright, so... You have nothing.
I've got the fighter bay.
Yeah, you've got fighter base, no turrets. What is up with that? That's,
Because I didn't build this ship with turrets in mind.
Okay, so I've got the F-63 Condor and the Xaifen. I have no idea what the difference is. 2 gimbal beams, 1 heat sink. Relatively slow, but tougher than other fighters. Oh, what's going on?
Just scanning a nav beacon.
Yes, say. Alright, then we've got 2 gimbal beams, heatsink, fast and agile with decent protection, making it a good all-rounder. So we'll probably try the Xaifen, I suppose.
Don't worry about launching just yet.
Ooh. Of course, the reference to everybody on there is every time it's doing that countdown for making a jump, I always am in the back of my mind starting the song for Mystery Science Theater 3000. So
I took mercy on you and gave you a gimbal or 2 gimbaled fighters instead of fixed.
that's okay. If you're doing Xeno hunting, then I'm just gonna get absolutely decimated instead. I'm probably not a good idea to do that. Just don't know. I don't think we have quite enough to do proper Xeno hunting with this.
Don't worry, I do.
Okay.
I'll just be the one getting all the kills.
Shoot yourself. I can just sit here and watch. That's called high quality streaming, ladies and gentlemen. Sitting there and watching someone else play video games. I am oh, here we go. Alright, it's party time.
Yep.
Flying out.
Alright. Maintaining course. You out? Okay.
Yep, I'm out.
Alrighty, let's have some fun. Fuck.
Yeehaw. Come on, you little flying saucers.
Come over here, you little fucker. I'm used to my fed Corvette.
I have not been destroyed yet. Then again, we're also going against Little Wind, so... Oh my.
Fuck yeah.
Get one.
Who cares about caustic missiles?
Well, my little fighter probably would, but that's, that's just because those things just literally eat you up.
Yeah.
Like that one right there. Oh my, I've got no shields now. Let's see how long before I die here. Oh, nice.
And dead. Alright. Coming about. And... Smile. Come on, baby. Come on. Make mama happy. Okay.
Uh-oh. Getting a little warm in here.
Oh, yeah. Your shields are back, you know that.
Yes. I know that. I'm just, it's getting a little, it was getting a little warm for a second. Spastic monkey. Get back here. Boom! That's got a human projectile, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep. Oh, shit. Yep, that's what I thought.
Alright. I'm about to launch the second fighter on here.
Alright, maintaining course.
Well, maybe. Maybe I am. Apparently I can't.
You need to launch the Condor.
Oh,
The Xaiphen
yeah.
is still under construction.
That's cool. Alright.
Alright, you're away.
Yep.
Re-engaging. Oh, hi there. He was right on my ass.
Ooh. Who's this guy that's firing on me here? Get him back in there.
Yep.
Yikes. Yeah, this guy's definitely quite a bit more agile.
He's a marauder. They are more agile.
Yep.
Fuck. Miss.
Incoming missile. Ooh, that's not good. Well, I destroyed him, but this guy's going down. Peace out, everyone. Those caustic missiles, man. Ugh.
Yeah, they're nasty.
That's why you get a bunch of fighters. Alright. I'm ready to deploy when you are.
I mean, there's really no point right now. Come on, come on.
Huh.
Bam.
Go. Go.
That's how it's done.
So, I had this fun thought
Yeah?
today about the whole, like, EA Valve partnership thing. And I was like, I wonder if EA went to Epic and was like, "Hey, we'll throw our Origin games exclusively on the Epic Store, but you have to pay us for them." And obviously, the amount of money that EA games typically earn in revenue would mean there's a high probability that price tag was not cheap. And
Where's Artemis Station?
does not exist. There is no such place. Allegedly.
Come on, sweetheart.
Don't run into
And
the sun,
this
please.
is why. And this is why I have a huge hull tank.
Hey, G, what's up, man? Yeah, well,
And I mean a huge hull tank.
that's what you...
Well, I mean, I did say it.
Hey, listen, all I know is that you're the only one in this game that has a ship that could be named the Compensator. Like, let's just take a moment here. What's the...
Wait, is that what I named this ship?
Yeah, here we go.
Oh, it's the Carboneer.
Yeah, let's just take a moment to acknowledge the fact that this ship is literally a giant pink dildo.
I will neither confirm nor deny this.
That's literally it. There's no two ways about that. There's no alternate interpretations here.
That caustic damage is no joke.
Yeah, I noticed. It's still burning shit up there.
Yeah, I didn't have decon limpets.
I do like the fact, because this is the Anaconda, right?
Yep.
Yeah, you get the actual damage going up there. Taking damage.
I'm just gonna be a lazy bitch and use the auto dock.
As you...
I mean, with my 2 cutters, I have no... Wait, is it 2 cutters or do I have 3?
I see
Ladies
what you're
and
doing
gents-
there. It's called you're trying to humble brag. Well, not really so humble brag.
Yep. Well, I mean, I do mine more than you.
Yeah, which isn't a hard...
Yeah. Lilith mines quite a bit too. She's finally up to 1 billion, but she was always selling when like you or Xaiphen would be at. Well, no, Xaiphen works night crew.
Mhm.
But yeah, she's always selling like early, like when you're at work, and she doesn't like holding back.
Can't
So
really say
she's
I've been-
actually got as many credits as me, but I've got more ships.
Yeah.
Caustic damage removed.
No, but I had this thought, the thought that I was talking about before, that essentially, and a lot of people were talking about that EA deal, and they're like, "Yay, they're doing consumer friendly stuff, blah blah blah," and I'm like, "Is it though? Is it actually consumer friendly? Because, you know." It's just pretty much making games that were previously exclusive to Origin are now Origin and exclusive to Steam. It's not really much different than what Epic does.
Is it though? Because like, what about when Ubisoft was still releasing games on Steam, but they had their Uplay? Well, they still have their Uplay. Son of a bitch. Okay, I guess we won't be getting decon limpets.
Ah. Fail.
Well, I can't change my outfitting in
Consumer.
multi-crew.
Yeah, gee, consumer friendly, dude. No, that's the thing, is that I think there's this misnomer that it's gonna be better, and I'm like, I mean, it's better because yeah, the people that like Steam and like having their games on Steam, yeah, they'll be able to get EA on Steam again. Yay! If EA wanted to do something consumer friendly, and balls shit up, they would release their games on GOG with no DRM.
Yeah.
But they won't do that because it's not that DRM does fuck all. Like, literally, it's been demonstrated time and again empirically that it does not prevent piracy. Ooh, God, that was close. Jeez, Rose.
What? That was the auto undocker.
Oh, really?
Not me.
But no, in any case, yeah, it's, there's,
I want to see close.
no, let's not do that. There's a misnomer that it's like, that they don't, that, DRM, prevents piracy, and that's not true at all. And furthermore, GOG has reported that they actually received no increased rates of piracy not having DRM. So it's literally the only reason why all the big publishers do DRM is because it's security theater. It's the same thing as the TSA at your local airport in the United States. The TSA has not actually ever prevented any terrorist activity. Fun fact for everybody. They've actually had no measurable impact in preventing terrorism. However, what it does do is it makes everybody feel nice and warm and fluffy inside when they're getting on a plane, because after 9/11, a lot of people were very panicked about the idea of getting on an airplane that might fly into a building. Kind of understandable. So security theater, that's exactly what the TSA is. It just is there to make people feel safe. Just like DRM is security theater to make investors feel safe. Like there's something that is being done to protect the IP. Ooh my, oh shit's going on. Alright,
Yep.
let's go.
Sorry, I was trying to delay that as long as I could, but
No, good. Alright. Let's not do that. Let's not pause right in the middle of this. Alright guys.
oh, would help if I tabbed over to my weapons. GG.
Yeah, I would recommend that you equip weapons.
No, I'm just gonna ram everything.
Actually, that is a strategy. Not sure how good of a strategy it is. I've done it a few times. These guys are a little small, unfortunately, so ramming them is not as easy as with other normal spaceships. But I definitely try to do
You haven't seen me
it.
ram a DBX in this, have you?
Yes, I have, because I was in the DBX.
Was it you or
Oh,
Xaiphen
there
that
we
I
go.
ran
I
into?
think I ran into you that time.
Well, I mean, I'm a fat target, so...
I keep trying to, and I just can't get those guys. They're really tiny targets.
You gotta get close to them.
Yeah, I hit one the last excursion. Oh my. My shields apparently went down.
Maybe because you rammed into me?
Boom, one's down. I think you were targeting that one. But at
Yeah,
least
I
my
was.
shields are back up, so that's a good thing.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
the one nice
nope,
thing about
caustic
the
missile.
fighters.
Peace out, everyone.
Is...
Feel it's a step in the right direction.
Oh, crap.
I don't know how you deal with those console fanboys on Twitter. It's all about perspective. Gee, that's what it's all about. So check this out. The reason why I'm able to deal with them and how I'm dealing with them is because they aren't. They're just merely a vector for me to provide education to people. So ultimately, I could give a shit less what they say. Ultimately, I know they're not going to ever change their minds because they're too deeply steeped in cognitive dissonance to... Shit. I don't want to... Ugh. Get back here. Little obnoxious little bug. But yeah, no, it's just... I know they're not going to change their mind, so I just use them as a means to... Oh, shit. I'm blind targeting here. What the hell is going on? Did they have heat sinks on the Xeno ships?
They do not.
Well, why can't I target then? Oh, I know why.
Maybe because you need to get good.
Yeah, I need to not have free look on. That would be the answer there.
That would help.
Zoom. Get back here.
Bam.
Totally turn flight assist off. That would make this nauseating for anybody watching.
And
And that's how it's done, my friends. That's how you turn yourself into a projectile. Ugh.
Come here. Come here. Mommy want a hug.
Get back here, you little... Point left. That's what I do. Yeah,
Yes.
that is a strategy, Laura. That's exactly what Kev does. Kev actively makes fun of him. Damn, are we done?
Yep.
Well, shit. Now what do I do?
Dock up.
Are you serious? Hey, guess what? I've got a good way to dock up. Alright, here we go. Alright, let's get this done. You're gonna stay still. What are you shooting at? Seriously, what are you shooting at? Where are you going? Okay.
What?
Keep on going. Are we docking up?
You should be. Are you upside down again?
No. Hold on a second.
Did you request docking?
Yeah, gotta do that. I forgot. Where's the thing for request dock? Yeah, that's it. Request dock. Alright. Oh, that was, that guy gets going pretty fast.
Yeah.
Who's the Twitter dude that destroyed me? I don't know. Someone destroyed me on Twitter? I've yet to see that happen. Alright, here we go.
I was gonna say, you got destroyed on Twitter. When did this happen? And why didn't I get an invite to the party to watch?
There's a lot of fanboys that probably think they destroyed me multiple times. Yeah, I'm upside down again. Let's do this right this time. Well, no, I didn't try to go in upside down, but I remember this because I've done this before, and I remember how this goes. Here we go. Boom. Nailed it.
Or did you?
Yeah, I did. He said, "Get destroyed." Oh, probably one of the guys I muted. That's my probably my guess. There was some dude that I was using as a demonstration for his foolishness, and then I told him that his belligerence was demonstrating that he actually didn't really have a counter to me, and then I muted him. So he probably made some comments after that, but I didn't see them.
Was that the one dude bitching about Death Stranding coming?
Yeah,
to...
it was the Horizon Zero Omega guy or whatever the hell his name is. Notorious PlayStation fanboy that I was just using as an example. I'm like, whatever, dude. Like, I have no problem with people that want to play games on PlayStation. I may make my little jokes now and then, but ultimately it's like, whatever, man. You do you. All I do is I provide people information. You wanna use that information to inform a purchase. You don't agree with me. You don't want to do it. Whatever. I don't care. My whole concept and idea is that I personally don't. There's a lot of people who have their heads up the asses of corporations, and any argument or any discussion you have with them, they're always taking the position of the business. It's always about how many sales that a console got, or how many, this is what this business does, and this is what these developers' business model is like. It's like, who the fuck cares, man? That's not shit that we need to worry about as consumers. You don't need to worry about what the fucking corporate structure and hierarchy is for, the people that work for a studio. That doesn't matter to you. All you need to worry about is whether or not a fucking thing's a good value for you or not. That's it. Simple. Easy.
They think it matters.
Allegedly.
Human signal source level 4.
Are you syncing back up, or are you bringing it back around?
I'm gonna target this guy.
Okay.
Because I had to turn off my shields to remove the caustic damage without decon limpets. So, yeah. Because you need to get up to like 180% heat to... Fuck. That was a miss.
Well, okay, I suppose I'll deploy damn... or whatever.
I mean, you can sit back and watch the show. Doesn't matter to me.
Nope. I have to make everybody watching this stream as sick as possible. Which is the button to turn off the, That's lights.
Z. At least for me. Like, here, I'll go flight assist off, too. I need a fucking joystick to really do this.
Here we go. Here we go. Alright, this is gonna be fun. So I'm just gonna not touch anything and just keep spinning. Like, this is how you make yourself really fucking sick if you're in VR. Oh, god damn. Oh.
Come on. Come here, boy. Come on. Mommy want a hug.
Come on. I'm getting there.
Kind of power.
Oh, that's you. There's
What,
an enemy
he's
ship.
trying to shoot me?
No, I was trying to find a damn enemy
I
ship.
can't see him.
And I can just
Right in front of you?
I just keep accelerating and keep accelerating. Just like math in real life. Oh. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Counter. Oh, got it. Oh, this is when the game really gets challenging. You turn off flight assist.
Yeah.
Are there any other enemies? Did you kill them all?
Oh, I'm going in reverse. I should not be doing that. No wonder I'm having problems.
Yeah, I noticed that too. Flight assist somehow changes your... Yeah, that's right, because it does momentum-based acceleration, so essentially... If I let off the accelerator, I will keep going. See, okay, I still have a problem here, because I boost up to that high rate of speed. It should not decelerate me.
Yeah, sounds about right.
There we go. I'm eventually gonna get close to these guys.
Oh, come on. Based. Come on around. Here we go. Boom.
Oh, okay. Alright, we're done. I need to actually turn on flight assist so I can actually do anything.
Eh.
I am just definitely not skilled, you know. It's,
Well, the one thing that I've heard from quite a few people is that to take real advantage of flight assist off, you need a joystick.
And I happen to have one.
Is it a hat switch joystick or is it a true analog?
It actually is an analog joystick, but right now it's actually programmed for Lost.
So, yeah.
So Goken's like, seriously, if I throw this on VR, you want to talk about ways to get yourself sick really fucking fast. Put it on VR, turn off flight assist, and then run into an enemy. And you just start whipping around like in random fucking directions. It is the most insane vertigo you've ever seen. Like,
The only thing missing is the G-lock.
Right? By the way, if any of you guys have not, who are sci-fi fans, have not watched the show The Expanse, you really need to do it. That show is amazing.
Exceptional internal damage. Yeah, I know that.
God,
After we finish this fight, we are docking and I'm restocking and all that fun shit.
That's cool. Got him.
Yep.
Done. Alright, are we finished?
Yep, that was...
Oh, I just got hit by caustic, so I'm done. let's just wait for this to kill me. Peace out.
Yeah, that was it.
We're finished here, guys. That's how you properly fucking dock a ship, everyone. Oh shit. Why are you overheating? What are you doing, Rose? Oh, buddy. This looks like this could potentially go bad. Especially when she gets quiet, too. That's the part when you really got to be worried. That looks like heat's back down to a normal level, though. By the way, Goken, you didn't need dinner, I hope. Well,
Christ, I accidentally muted or deafened myself. Shut up. Shut up.
Oh. Yeah, Cassorg, that was hard to watch. You're right. Fortunately enough, I don't suffer from a lot of vertigo, so I'm generally good with it, but not everybody else is.
Second are emerging.
Yeah, by the way, I on Twitter, this is my thing with Twitter is that I make a lot of information packed tweets on Twitter and stuff, right? Cool stuff, right? Try to help everybody out. Some people like those, some people retweet those. You know, the shit that gets the most action on my Twitter is me making some offhand comment. Still fucking people are still going on about that fucking tweet that I made about the EA or PC Gamer. Yeah, PC Gamer that's like, EA said they're open to bringing their games to the Epic Store. It's like, motherfucker, that is not what they said at all. The Game Biz was interviewing the dude and asked, well, would you bring him to Epic? And he said directly, I can't say anything specific at this time, but we're open to new partnerships. That ain't fucking saying they're gonna bring their games to Epic. Dumbass mother.
Come on, girl, you can make it. And Head 9 should be there. Drop landing gear. You want to have some fun with flight assist off, dock without it.
Yeah, no thanks. I'm good with that. I think I'll pass. Oh, buddy.
What?
Just docking
Don't
without
trust
flight
my
assist?
docking skills?
No.
Yeah, I was a little far up.
You got it? You got it?
Yep.
Got it? You gonna crash? You crash?
There we go.
Lapisulia, this game is Elite Dangerous, as it says in the stream title. Elite Dangerous is kind of a space sim game that we decided, you know what? Fuck it. Let's play this instead of the podcast because we don't have anything important to talk about.
Be right back.
Mm-hmm. There's nothing important to talk about here. It's all no news happens ever. What are you talking about? While she's running away, let's have some fun with looking at the giant. Ooh, where am I going? What the hell happened there? So I'm just kind of floating away. See you guys later. Okay. Here we go. Okay. So anyway, as I was saying, turn right. Get you guys a nice big view of this this monstrosity of a ship. To kind of give you a scale size of how big this ship is. The cockpit, you can see that's me, right? Oh, come on, get that glare off the screen. That's me sitting right there. Right in there. And then, you know, I guess there's also rows in there, but, you know, whatever. That's not really important. It is, the giant phallic symbol. I don't think there's any two ways about that. Giant phallic symbol. Yikes.
Aw, you care so much to show my giant pink dildo of a ship off.
Yep. Like I said, it's phallic symbol.
Well, I just got back, so... Someday.
Doesn't show any damage on it.
Well, I just repaired.
Oh, I see. Okay. See, what's in here?
I needed to repair internals. I think that is here. Let me back out so even my viewers.
See, my thing is,
What key is it? F8.
Yeah.
So I think that's like a lounge for passengers, believe it or not, because this is a multi-purpose ship. I think it's some sort of lounge, so like if you've got passengers, they could go down there and look out the window.
Yeah, there's also like some. See, there's a lot of glass and windows on this ship, which is horribly inefficient and not very structurally secure. I learned that. Yeah, the Geth told me about that. Yeah. What the hell just happened? Oh, I apparently went into the floor. Don't mind me, guys. I'm just a little drunk. I'm a little drunk here, guys. Don't mind me. Yeah, it's like, so the bridge is just this little segment here, but there's an air dock right there.
Yeah.
I mean, ship's alright. But, if you want to talk about phallic symbols...
The Imperial Cutter.
Yeah.
The Imperial Cutter.
Nothing wrong with more phallic symbols. Yeah, hold. Oh, yeah, you're going in. Oh, you're getting your cutter, which is essentially the cutter is essentially the bigger
No,
version
I'm
of
not.
my ship.
I can't get the cutter or the Corvette in multi-crew.
Oh.
I was going for launch. Yeah, that's why I can't put on any modules either. Just about everything is locked
Well, I
to
can
me.
leave multi-crew for a minute while you refit.
I thought that fucks up your game.
Nah. It's all good.
Well, let's go kill some more shit and I'll bring out the Federal Corvette. The cutter, unfortunately, is not out here, and I do not have one for Xeno hunting.
I love that like these thermal vents pop up as you're boosting, like to vent heat. All the ships have them. They have like some different form of thermal venting.
The Fed Corvette is my favorite form of thermal venting.
Oh, we're jumping. Oh, that was done. Laura, I always want to talk about more phallic stuff. You knew what you were getting into by me being in chat.
Yeah.
Yeah. This chat, by the way, is rated 18 plus, everyone. Just thought I would throw that out as a little reminder. Hopefully, Rose remembered to change your mixer to 18 plus because it was set on teen.
It should be. Yes, it is. Now.
It is now. It wasn't before.
It is now.
Well, you know,
I mean,
just to make sure that her stream is properly 18 plus for everybody listening on her side. Fuckity fuck. Fuckity fuck. Now that we've gotten that out of the way.
You are a beginner. You are a beginner. Cock-sucking fucking goddamn motherfucker shitface. There.
Yeah. The problem with that is that sounds too angry. And that's kind of the issue. I like to sound more casual. Chat gets bumped up to 18 plus as soon as I join. No, we have our set as 18 plus pretty much constantly. I think that's just a de facto for us. We're not a kid-friendly stream, which is probably why
You've heard my language.
we don't have nearly as much large as a following. It's just like a movie being rated PG-13, right? Yeah,
Right.
you can get a lot more viewers when it's PG-13, but god damn it, tell me if Deadpool isn't just amazing at rated R.
You want me to censor my language? No, I'm not gonna.
That was my problem with The Outer Worlds. It feels like the politically correct police came and sanitized that game of anything interesting.
If I
don't
can't
know.
fuck any of the characters, I don't want to play it. Just saying.
Well, that is not even a thing. Like that's good or bad, whatever. My problem is that there's nothing really controversial. Like, it doesn't matter what your political leanings. There's not. When I say politically correct, please, I mean like they had a department like of lawyers come through and say, that might offend this group. That might offend that group. So they literally have nothing offensive in the game. It's really.
It's so sterile.
Is that a big guy?
Where?
Oh, this is Nav Beacon. Never mind.
Yeah, because all the other stuff timed out. So rescan, go back out, have a party.
Yeah, that's exactly it, Laura. It's not. There's nothing SJWE. That's not what I mean by politically correct police. It's not pushing any political agenda. There's nothing like that in there. No, the issue that I notice in there is that it's like I said, it just does nothing offensive. Like there's nothing to like really get in my face and make me angry or make me happy or anything. There's no strong emotions emitted by it. Game looks great. The game plays exactly as I expect. It kind of plays like Fallout New Vegas or Fallout 4 or whatever, you know. There's nothing wrong with the game. It's just there's that slight undertone of just like they gutted anything that might have been remotely controversial out of it. I'm like, come on, guys, take some fucking risks.
Now, the one thing that I will say that I'm liking, not that I've really played it, I've been watching my fiance play it. The one thing that I absolutely love about Outer Worlds is the way the two lesbian girls' relationship develops. They really had to have put a lot of work into that because it is so organic. It doesn't feel like it's your typical, oh, these two are together and nothing else. There's actual some courtship, and it's really nice to see.
Yeah,
Not like
the
Mass
only
Effect where it's a, well, bang, okay?
well, some of the relationships in there actually did develop pretty nicely in Mass Effect, specifically Tali, and I think that's the reason why people like Tali so much, is because that was the slowest building one. Alright, time to play.
Yep. Now, this one is a level 7, so I don't know what's going to
Wrecked.
happen.
I'm gonna get wrecked. That's what's gonna happen.
2 regenerator classes. Whoops, sorry, Mort.
Well, this should be fun.
Crap, I can't see.
Shield breach.
There he is.
Oh, that's you.
Yeah, that's me. Their weapons phase, so 10% of the damage goes directly to my hull, which is why this ship has a substantial hull tank to it.
Yeah. Laura, in Fallout... Oh, shit. Oh, I just got hit by the thing. Is that a big dude
Fuck.
coming in?
Oh, fuck me!
Oh, shit. We're fucked, aren't we? That's the big dudes rolling in.
That is an interceptor.
Yeah, we're done. Well,
Hold on.
we're gambling with fire.
I haven't seen one yet. Ooh. Yeah,
Yeah,
that swarm's
we're
not pretty. What's my health at? Come on, girl. Reboot. Come on, come on, come on, sweetheart. You can do it. Go,
There's the
go, go,
interceptor.
go, go.
Shit out of a nightmare. Run! Run fast! He's coming for you!
Yeah, he can keep up with me.
Yeah. Wanted status. What? What kind of space war going? Arya, Ario, sorry, Ario Amin, over on YouTube's like, what's up, some kind of space war going? Yeah, we're hunting Xenos. They're essentially this game's version of,
Buggers.
buggers. Yeah, they're, oof. And we bit off more than we can chew. We're just running multi-crew in here with 2 people. And, yeah, that doesn't go so well whenever one of their big ships. We're just hunting the little guys. And we can handle those ones pretty well. But once you get one of the big guys thrown in there, shit starts to get out of hand really quick. Yeah, you just generally try to hope...
If I had seen him, I would have deployed the shutdown field neutralizer and wouldn't have been shut down like that.
Yep. We unfortunately didn't catch him coming into the system, and Master Must. What was it about? Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, you're in the Discord. What's up, man? Yeah, that's if you're not familiar with Elite Dangerous, the big Xeno ships will, when they enter your combat zone, they deploy a shutdown field, and it literally just kills your ship, and your ship has to go through a lengthy reboot cycle. And the problem there, what the hell is that? Are we
Type 10.
Oh, I see.
I think we're going to have some interceptors. Fuck, I hope not interceptors. But if they are coming, I should fire up a fire group. But I'm expecting some scouts to show up.
Yep. Let me get out of here. Haven't had time to test it, but I've heard good things about it. Oh, you're talking about Elite Dangerous? Yeah, Elite Dangerous I definitely think is a pretty damn good game. It definitely, I mean, I'll be completely honest and forthright on there, it is not a game if you're wanting like a story.
Story? What story?
Exactly. This is not a game for stories. Okay, where we go? Thorgoids. It is just it's a kind of a sim-like game, so you're literally just doing stuff, which some people like. Great way to relax. Get back here. It's flying fucking saucer bitch ass. The game is also, as I hear it, quite amazing in VR, although I have not had a chance to test it out. Maybe at some point.
I've only played it a few times in VR, not with my own headset. I want my own headset.
Yeah, same
but
here.
Holy shit. Oh my god.
I mean, just flying around in space engine. I wouldn't mind. Yeah, no, so we're doing combat stuff right now because, to be honest, combat is a little bit more pretty on stream. But there are people that literally all they do in the game is they just do exploration. And that is actually a thing you can do in a game and make money doing it. And it is, you see some beautiful stuff. One of the rites of passage of playing Elite Dangerous is going to Sagittarius A star, which is the center of the Milky Way galaxy. And somewhat, it is about as much as we know of with our current astronomy, astrological capabilities. It is fairly faithfully mapped based upon our current knowledge of the galaxy. In fact, there are people that actually, there's I don't know if it goes all the way to A star, but there is the Voyager craft. You can actually follow its path and make all the stops on it. And I think where it is in space, I think it's there in the game, isn't it?
It's in Sol System, yes.
Yeah.
It's like 1,000,000 light seconds away or something.
Yeah. So you can actually go find the Voyager space probe in this game. It's actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
Another one of the rites of passage that I haven't done yet is going to that one base that's like a ridiculously long distance in system.
An orbital.
Yeah, hunting orbital. Like there's a joke about getting a free ship from hunting orbital if you go out there.
Free Anaconda, yeah.
Yeah, which is not true.
The ship I'm flying right now.
Yeah, you don't get anything free from it. Oh, oh no! Don't hit the caustic field. Oh shit! I hit the caustic field. Well, let me see what I can do before I go down. Peace out, everyone. Have a good night. What was I going to say about Fallout? What was I going to say about Fallout?
And he's dead.
Oh, in Fallout, yeah. Like, even Fallout 4, you could bang the one singer lady. Just like a one-night stand. Flirt with her a little bit and then take her upstairs in the hotel. The good neighbor lady. I can't remember her name. Whatever her name is.
All right, Mort, I'm going to dock up and then hop into the Corvette. So,
okay. So once we get back to station, then I'll hop out of multi-crew. I'll give everybody a view of my clipper for a little bit while you're refitting, and then once you're ready, we'll hop back in.
Super container. Yeah, just gotta bring this girl around.
Yep.
Unfortunately, that's the one thing that I like about this game is that each ship has different
the one thing that's
mechanics.
One thing that's nice about this ship in particular is it actually has damage effects. Like, as you noticed, it's all banged up and shit, tore up on the sides, and there's a little spark and stuff. Unfortunately, that's the only ship, as far as I know of, that has those, which is kind of sad.
There's one other ship, but I can't remember what it is off the top of my head. But, like, you can even see some of the caustic shit. It's on the other side.
No, it's up top. On the top, there's some caustic damage I see on here. like the glowing acid effects going on here, which is really,
Yeah.
like I said, it's really cool stuff. I kind of think of it like xenomorphs, right? Xenomorph blood is like the acid that melts through everything, like, which, by the way, that is impossibly caustic acid. If it's melting through steel like that, like 12 molar hydrochloric acid doesn't melt through steel that fast.
Yeah.
So I think
Like,
Kyle Hill might have done that on Because Science in some way
He
early
did.
episode.
he did. He actually found or figured out which acid in existence would act like xenomorph blood.
Yeah.
And that shit's scary.
Mechanics outside of combat mechanics in this game. So yes, you have space stations. Once I hop out of multi-crew, I'll kind of give you a layout of things so that you can kind of get an idea. So there's 3 major kind of tasks that people will kind of put themselves to in this game, which all 3 actually have a corresponding level system, if you will, to them. So you have combat, which you've been watching for the most part here. Pretty straightforward. Lasers and guns, and you can outfit ships with various different guns and upgrade and engineer them and so on. Then you have exploration, which goes as surface level as literally entering in new systems that you haven't been to before. Will get you a little bit of exploration data, and depending on how much exploring you do can actually itself just rack you up a good amount of money. But to really get in depth with exploration, you can actually do planet surveys and scans, which will get you a ton of money. And if you're the first person to scan a planet, you actually get it named, like, you get tagged on it as discovering that planet. And there's literally billions of planets in this game, so it's pretty
Billions of planets and billions of systems. You discover a system first. Like, if you visit it first, you get your name on that system. I've got quite a few systems just in between Sol and Colonia with my name on them.
Yep, I think there's one that we co-founded together. You verified, I think, or something like that. And also with that one gets a lot more in depth. It definitely has a lot of interesting facets to it. But then the third area on there is mining, which you might hear us reference. Mining, there's a few different ways to mine, but most of it is you either find asteroids, and there's either surface scan mining, where you just literally shoot lasers at stuff and you'll collect things off of it, or there is what's known as deep core mining, where you actually find fissures in not an asteroid, what's the right term, meteoroid, I don't know, whatever, a rock in space, and then you plant seismic charges inside of it and blow it apart. And it's actually really cool.
So much fun.
Yeah, it's really cathartic, honestly. Like just the exploration. Not realistic though, because it makes a noise whenever you detonate it. Just throwing that out there. Not realistic at all. This is my ship. You want to talk about a phallic symbol? This baby is the apple of phallic symbols right here.
That's the medium size. I've got the large.
Yeah, this is the regular iPhone. This isn't the iPhone, what is it, Plus or whatever? It is a sleek, delicious ship, super clean, super fancy.
That's what I want to do.
And this guy is fast, maneuverable, and hits pretty damn hard for his size. That's the reason why I like it. But yeah, in any case, the mining aspect of the game is probably the most lucrative. Very much. People make a lot of money off of that. Ask Rose.
Oh yeah.
But, there's still, you can still make money doing other things in there. Now, in the main menu, you notice that there's a combat rank, trade rank, and an explorer rank. The more you obviously do combat and get kills, the more ranks that you get. That trade rank is just by doing things that earn you money, like, or I should say, trading things that earn you money. So that includes turning in stuff that you've mined, but you can actually trade different resources between different stations. Like, you can literally be like a stock market broker, essentially find a place where minerals or refined products are being sold for cheap, take them to another station and sell them for a profit. Like, just literally being a merchant. And that will get you to a high trade rank, which, mining is the reason why I'm at elite rank. Specifically, rose mining is the reason why I'm at an elite rank. Whatever. I don't care. Explorer rank, that's all me, though. You can't cheat that one. So I'm almost to elite rank on my explorer rank. I actually need to make a trek to Sag A Star, which will get me elite easily at this point. Combat, I am one rank above basic. I think novice is rank 2, which is fuck all. that means I am nobody when it comes to combat. Galactic powers, that's getting a little bit more complex into the kind of nuts and bolts of the game, and that's where you kind of get you have. Let's pop it over to the map actually. That's where you actually have in a given system. Why do I have this guy? I actually don't. I at some point selected your system for transport there, and I don't...
yeah, because you were going to fly, but you weren't in your exploration ship to get here.
Yeah, that's true. So in any case, though, I'll pop it on so you can see the power play aspect of it. So, there's different factions, as you notice by the little colored blobs here, who will dynamically gain and lose control of different systems. Now, I am pledged to one of the powers called Liang Rui, whatever.
Rui.
Rui. I don't know. Anyway, who has control over this kind of little section over here, and he might have systems that he's reinforcing or trying to take control of, etc. But the major ones is you have the Federation, the Alliance, and the Empire as the three kind of powers. They're all humans. All the factions, all the people here are humans. Xenos are the only aliens. That's a different thing. That's not a faction that you have any diplomacy with. But, yeah. So, the Federation, Empire, and... Interesting. Do I lose rank if I don't do stuff for the Federation?
Yes. It decays over time. It's a really slow decay, but like your rank will always stay the same. It's your reputation that changes.
Interesting. No, the leaders are not real players. The leaders are NPCs. You don't actually see them at any point in time. In fact, really, the only people that you see in this game, so to speak, are just the other players. But no, those galactic, the major factions are the Federation, Empire, and Alliance. The reason why those ranks and such are important is because that actually will unlock you certain ships. Not saying in the Alliance, mostly the Federation and the Empire. You get access, like for example, the ship that I'm in right now, the Imperial Cutter, is actually a ship that you gain access to once you reach the rank of Baron in the Empire. So, come on, around there. So yeah, it's kind of an interesting take on it, but
Multi-crew invite sent.
cool. Small little tidbit, something I like on here. That's what I was looking for. Is that so there is actually for this game. So this game does support VR. And one of the things that I thought was cool is there's actually a HOTAS flight stick and combo that actually matches the controls for this game. And when you throttle up and throttle down, you see your player's hands. And whenever you're turning yourself and such, you actually can see them moving the joystick in game, which to me is just kind of really cool. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Random tidbit.
I love that.
Weekly power. Wait, hold on. Let me before I do this. Let me actually.
You need to go to the bounty board,
Yep, I do.
Starport Services.
Yeah.
Speaking of such a thing, maybe I should do the same. Contacts. You know what I'm going to do? Because I have a shit ton of bounties and combat bonds that I would have lost if I died. So, I mean, not a lot to me, a lot to Mort, but yeah,
No, it's
that
actually
was not pretty.
It's actually not. I hope I redeemed that. Not a lot. It was only about 300k. I'm sitting on, I think, 100 and some odd mil. Not that much. It sounds like a lot, but then you look at Rose's bank balance, and then what I have looks like peanuts.
1.3 billion credits.
Yeah.
100 billion credits. Sorry, had to do a Dr. Evil.
Yeah, the cool thing is that upcoming, although they delayed it. Oh yeah, that's right. This is the one with the weird offset rear console thing. That's a little weird to me. So
Whatever. You don't get to complain, slave. It's my ship.
whoa, slow your roll there. Anyway, this is the.
You didn't buy it.
I know. I'm talking about the slave thing. Let's not do that.
Okay.
So that's the Federal Corvette. This is the what you get by you have this available to purchase once you reach max rank in the Federation.
Not max rank.
Is it? I
It's
thought it
like
was-
rear admiral that
Oh,
you have to obtain.
gotcha.
And you're going to enjoy the seat that you're in because that's the only seat that you can sit in.
No, there's the second one.
Well, you joined in at second, so
Yeah, no,
that's the only one.
Yeah, it's weird. The second seat is kind of at this weird offset angle that's furthest back, whereas the third seat is a little farther forward. I don't know why that is. That third seat, the one with the better view, because you're up further and you have better windows, better panoramic windows and shit.
I guess so. I think they look kind of the same spot, but I mean,
No, I can look.
I'm
I can.
not-
So there's a pillar. Oh, you know what? Maybe it's the pillars are offset, and that's what's no. Because if I look straight across, I'm looking at the pillar that's behind the third seat.
Okay.
So it is
Like I'm looking at it through my outside, and like dealing with the reflections, kind of a bitch. But yeah, I guess you're right. It is a little further up.
Yeah, you look at the cameras, like
It's kind of weird because usually the co-pilot gets the best seat, and then the third person to join in is
gets the shit seat.
Yeah. I mean, look at the cutter. The third seat is like
Sitting in
when
the
you
back.
join me second, you sit next to me,
Yep.
and then the third seat's in the back. Yeah.
Yep, exactly.
The one thing that I like about the cutter, or not the cutter, the Corvette, though even the cutter has a cool heat dispersion, but if you look at the outside, you see these panels that as I get hotter, they'll pull up.
Yeah.
And if I'm super cold, these will all be closed.
Well, why don't you
Like,
take off
you've
and
got
then we can take a look at that.
Sure. F8.
UTFO. Get the little
Uh,
advertisements along the side of the docking bay here. That's also fun.
Yeah, that's what's cool. Let me see if I've got an auto docking computer. I don't think I do.
You get to manually take off, and I get to watch it. And if you mess up, then I get to laugh.
I am going to boost out the mail slot for that.
Do it. This is also a phallic symbol, yes. Just to confirm, also a phallic symbol.
All the ships I fly are phallic symbols.
Most of the ships in general here are phallic symbols. Let's be honest. Behind. Free camera. Let's get a little wide angle view here. Okay, guys, now we get to criticize her every little mistake. Cyberith controller. No, I have not seen that controller. Go ahead, yeah, you can jump to Twitch. We're also on Mixer, so feel free to jump on any of those. But yeah, so in any case, yeah, no, I have not seen the Cyberith controller. Phallic Crashers podcast. Nice, Laura.
I love it.
Okay, so let me get this underside view real quick of you boosting before you take off and go slipstream.
I'm not going to take off. I was going to
because I want to see
point
the
out
events.
that everything in front of me, these rocks, these can be mined. These are what we talk about when we say mining.
Yep, asteroid fields. Yay! See all those rocks? Those are literally hundreds of billions of rocks in this minefield alone. Anyway, so you notice the glowing parts on here? That's what those are her heat sinks. Not heat sink. Well, they're heat sinks, whatever. But as she's boosting, those will retract.
Here, let me get outside of station point, and let's see here. I actually need to change a fire group, but for best.
Oh, you're firing off lasers so that it really heats up?
Yep, that's as high as I'm going to be able to get it without overheating.
Yep. And you notice as it cools off, the heat sinks slowly close. It's like super.
Now what I can do, and I'm not going to shut off shields, but...
Transfer complete. Look up the Cyberith. I mean, VR and Cyberith experience would be
thrusters.
unmatched.
Let's deactivate those. Let's take off all of this, and we'll see just how cold I can get. And maybe not a good idea to take off these shield boosters, but fuck it. Oh, I didn't top off on limpets. Oh well. Alright. I should be getting nice and cool. 19%.
Oh, okay. I have seen that before. I saw someone that was playing Fallout 4 VR with that, and they had so one of the things, and I can't remember how the setup was, but they had like a Pip-Boy that when they would look at the Pip-Boy, it would actually in-game pause the game, and they would literally just run around with a
15%.
a gun. That worked well.
I guess I can only get this girl down to 15, 14. Ooh, that's not bad. She's cooling off a lot more slowly now. I took everything off but shields. But, like, those heat sinks will completely close. I've got some up top, too. Yeah, they're completely closed at this point.
Cassork, the HOTAS controller is definitely better for Elite. Because in this game, you don't walk, so you don't need that simulated walking motion that the Cyberlith controller gives you. It's essentially a 360-degree treadmill. Kind of is essentially what that Cyberlith controller is. So
now they might be adding space legs at some point. I don't know if or when. I personally am of the opinion that we are getting atmospheric landings first. Oh god, that really killed my shield's health.
3, 2, 1.
And before we go find anything, I need to switch this fire group over. So I've got my
Yeah, there is a version of the HOTAS controller that literally matches this look of setup. And now I don't
Yeah.
think you'll see it here because I'm not flying, but whenever you're actually flying, you can look down here and see, oh no, look, see, if I adjust the throttle up and down, which doesn't do anything because I'm not flying, but you can actually see my character's hands adjust the throttle in game, which is great.
Gotcha.
If you're using that HOTAS controller with these joysticks and whatever, and if I fire, see, I actually push the button right there, and then see my finger clicking the button there. Oh, there we go. See? Look. So you can actually see my character's hands doing stuff. So if you have that controller, then holy shit, does that look really cool. Oh, we're being inter-fucking-dicted? Who is ballsy enough to do that? Oh.
I don't know. They're about to die, though.
Yeah.
It's a Type 10.
GG, guys. Wrap it up.
Oh, come on. Your fucking slow-ass moving continent cannot keep up with me. Come on. I just need to get around, and there we go. Really? You're gonna deploy chaff?
Not gonna help against me.
I need
Hi.
to put all power to
Hi. Get right up in your shit, bitch. Oh god, this would be perfect fight to have fucking the flat cannons on here.
Yeah, it would.
Because I could get right up in this dude's face, and he can't really do a damn thing.
Crap.
Such a huge target. I keep
That's
missing the
the
hit.
Type 10 for you.
Keep missing that.
Yeah, you're in fucking crap. I forgot. Those fighters are fixed turreted. I'm sorry.
Oh no, it's all good. I'm hitting this guy super easy because he's. Yee, yo, yo, yeah, oh, yee, oh. All right, let's take control back again. Slow down, simmer down. That is a. By the way,
my heat vents are. Now, here's the one thing about this game. I've got engineering on my beam turrets that thermal vents. So my heat actually can go down just by hitting a target.
yeah, that's engineering is essentially a way to tweak stuff further that it otherwise normally would be. Guy's having a bad day here. Wish I had missiles.
Right? He's dead.
I know! Kamikaze, motherfucker!
237,000 credit bounty for that.
That's more than we're gonna make it with these Xenos, man. Yeah. You
For now,
spin
yeah.
me right round, baby, right. Rose didn't see that, obviously, but I kept ramming the guy repeatedly and just knocking myself flying. By the way, mass is a thing in this game.
Yep.
And so whenever I'm in this little tiny fighter and I hit a big giant ship like that, he wins. Sort of. I'm doing damage to him. It's essentially like a physical projectile that hits him repeatedly. And that is a tactic. All this game needs is the possibility for a faction to build a Death Star. Well, there is actually some bigger ships that are
I'm
coming.
gonna have to loop. No, I'm not. Yes.
What you got
There
going on
are
here?
capital ships that we don't
yeah.
scanning nav beacon since all
Oh.
data was gone. There are some bigger ships. You've got the Farragut
Well,
battle
I'm not.
cruiser on.
Yeah, those are NPC ships. So I'm talking about like player built stuff.
Oh.
So yeah, they're just like there's space stations that you run into. Yeah, there are those capital ships, but the there's the Farragut class, and I can't remember. There's what's it called for the Imperial one?
I don't know.
I can't remember.
I mean,
Yeah.
I could look it up because it's going to be in our Elite Dangerous channel on Discord.
Yeah.
Because we were showing all the size comparisons. It is
Yes.
called the Majestic Class Interdictor.
Yes, Interdict. Like that name. Very, very imposing. But no, in any case, that particular ship, or those ships, how those work, it's a little weird. Like, essentially what happens is those ships are technically immortal. And if you are in a heated battle between two human factions, and one of those factions happens to be the Federation or the Empire, there's a chance that if it's a particularly large skirmish with one of those factions involved, that one of those capital ships will spawn in that instance. And they essentially have a... It's not slipstream. What is the drive call that they use?
Frame shift.
Is it frame shift? Because it's kind of like teleporting it more than it is anything else. But I don't know. In any case, they appear in the instance, fight for a bit, and then if you beat the shit out of them enough, they teleport back out. You never actually destroy them. And you can't fly them either.
Now, the way the frame shift drive works, from what I've been able to locate, is it works very similar to the subspace drive of Free Space 2, where for those ships it generates a wormhole-like device between two areas.
Yeah.
So I guess it would be more akin to a wormhole.
Yep. Alright, so we've got anti-Xeno, multi-can. Yeah, let's get those out there. Alright, but yeah, so, they are building out, currently, they delayed it, but they are going to be having, these kind of, oh yeah, these are... Give me a
little bit tough, yeah.
It's okay. Fortunately enough, this guy is maneuverable enough that I'm handling it. Yikes. Well, maybe.
Are you trying to hit me?
No.
Yep.
Trying to,
I hit the acid bath. Crap. Come on, baby. Oh god, this girl's much more maneuverable. I used to love the Anaconda. I think I'm sticking with the Fed Corvette.
Come on.
Like, the one thing that I hate about the Anaconda versus,
Shit.
like, the...
Shit. Oh, you got me.
Do we have... Okay, I was afraid because, like, when you were going shit, I thought we might have had a...
No, that was just me.
Interceptor.
That was the caustic missile. Well, at least gonna get as many shots off at you as possible, motherfucker.
Get him, Mort.
The Cardinal ships respond, but not persistent. Are they persistent or just warp out of battle if it gets too heated against them? Yeah, essentially they just spawn in and then spawn back out when they take enough damage. They're not really permanent fixtures, if you will.
No.
So, relatively slow but tougher. But yeah, there's the what are they called? We'll call them the squad ships, I guess you could say.
The fleet carriers?
Fleet carriers, that's what I'm thinking of. Oh,
They're
fucking
now,
hell.
they've been rebranded personal fleet carriers because there's no way for them to just be for a squadron.
Yep. Well, the other problem that I was here, like, that you brought up is that how does persistence work with them? And I'm like, yeah. Come to think of it, I think they didn't have that worked out either. Boom! Nailed it. Caustic. I'm just gonna go ahead and
Yeah.
go for a cruise. See you guys later.
Now, if you docked up in enough time, you would be fine, but I don't think you're going to.
Nope.
Uh,
So in any case,
make
guys,
a few lippets so I can repair this caustic damage.
boom. Telepresence denied. All right, off we go.
Whoops, wrong thing. Not quite yet, because this ship does have the decon limpets.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's smart. All that stuff. Decom lipids, that's cheating.
Caustic damage removed. Waiting for Limpet Boy to finish doing its minor repairs, since that's all it is to me.
Oh, buddy, people are on my Twitter, in my fucking Twitter mentions, arguing about loot boxes. Shut up, people.
Oh
Loot boxes
god,
are bad.
really?
Leave it alone. Leave it alone.
Somebody's viewing mine. Alright. Oh, I always do that. I try and frame shift drive when my hardpoints are still deployed.
Yikes. See,
Yeah.
I just want to say that it is slightly symbolic that,
Oh, fuck no, that's 13,000 light seconds away.
GG.
Let's stick to the really close ones. Degraded emissions, non-human signal source, level 3, I think that was? Oh well.
Level 3 is not bad. We can do level 3.
We've been doing level 4s.
Be too difficult. I like to snap out and give people like the kind of a third person view of the ship flying around.
That's fine.
Instead of just sitting there staring at me, look at my hands shifting, grabbing the joystick and just like, yeah, your hands get tired just holding a joystick and not doing anything with it, fuckers.
Right?
Yeah. So,
The
in
one
any
thing
case,
that's really funny about like all the flight suits in the game is instead of shoes, you've got like these onesie slippers. That's part of the flight suit.
listen, they keep the blood flow going, okay? You haven't worn a spacesuit before? You
No,
guys all have
because
spacesuits, right? Oh.
Yeah, that whole Blizzard bullshit. I really think they announced Overwatch in whatever that other
Diablo
game
4?
is.
Are we
Diablo
in zone?
4. Oh! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, good. I was gonna say, if there's 10 of these, when we kill 10, we are bugging the fuck out, because that's gonna spawn an interceptor.
Oh, there is a ton of shit all around here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fun times. All right. Well, party on, Wayne. Yeah, no, I'm pretty confident that BlizzCon was just literally a load of them trying to desperately damage control the fuck out of their bullshit. Like their apology, it was more of an I'm sorry that we got caught.
Yeah, and it reeked of like those fake apologies that
I'm
go out
surpri-
on YouTube. where
Yeah, holy shit! Like the Philip Mewson apology. Why didn't the guy start off like sitting down in a chair, like an empty chair that he sits down in, and then sighs?
Yeah.
Oh, that would have been
Like that was
priceless.
the only thing missing from that apology.
Oh man, now that you said it, I can't. Why can't I target that guy? That's weird. That was weird. So in any case, yeah, that was
Inciter, Regenerator. Fuck, I gotta take that guy out first, or he's gonna keep healing everybody.
Yeah, I'm just shooting at a scout here. Obviously paying really
Well,
close
they
attention.
all look like scouts to you, I'm sure. I don't think. Oh, wait, no, that's my stream. I was gonna say because I've got the Xeno scanner, I can see the subtypes of some of these guys.
Oh, but you know what? I see a little bubble appear on them when they're being regenerated.
Yeah, I'm trying to kill the Regenerator.
No, Marauder variant. No, I actually I do
Oh,
see it.
okay.
So
Okay.
let me see. Let me see
Inciter,
if I can.
Inciter, Marauder. Next priority targets are the Inciter variants.
Oh, I can go after that insider right there. But no, the thing is that Overwatch 2, like there, and don't get me wrong, Kev is super excited about Diablo 4, and I can't blame him. Like Diablo has like a certain nostalgia that a lot of people like are kind of like, you know, that was an easy one. But the funny thing about it is that it doesn't seem like there was ever any, like it's not, it's a proof of concept tech demo at best.
Yeah.
Why am I having such issues with my capacitors here? Like, I have no fucking energy for anything, and it's just not recharging at all. Oh, shit. It was all spectrum. That's why. Well, what happened there?
Ram. Look, nope. Missed. Come on, turn. There we go. My shields are about to go down.
What?
Well, they never fully regenerated from leaving the station and turning off all my shield boosters. Like, my shield boosters give me so much shield capacity, it's not funny.
Yeah, huh? Well, we only have 3 guys left.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it if my shields go down. I mean, really. Because I still have a very hefty hull tank, even after they... Shit, that missed. And I'm pretty sure it's only the Marauders left.
Yeah, huh?
Come on, baby. There we go. He's dead. Yep, my shields are down. So, after this, probably going to have to head to a station. Fuck, miss.
Yep.
Miss again. God damn it. Okay, time to use these. The one thing that I like about the Corvette versus the Anaconda is the heat capacity is so much higher. So I can fire more of these Gauss rounds before I overheat.
Come on, get over here. Come here and take your punishment. Oh, there I went. Okay. That's fun.
Right? Firing decon limpet. Going as far as you can before you die.
Well, that's fun. Looks like the Cloudbot just randomly decided to send 2 stuff on there. An ovation after all of you no one wants to get fired. Oh, he's that's great. I didn't catch that one.
Savage.
He said, I mean, he even said employees were in the audience. The question I want to know is how many of the audience were actually real fans. No wonder he got an ovation. Yeah, because he was like, he said that thing where he was like, we weren't fast enough to act, we acted too fast and in haste, and for that, I'm sorry, and I take what was the word he used? I take responsibility, or I take whatever. For acting too hastily, he apologized and took accountability for it. And then he pauses for a moment, like he's expecting applause. It doesn't happen, and he almost starts to talk again, and then people start applauding, and he was like, and you see this smug kind of look on his face, like, yeah, I know you bitches didn't want to get fired. I'm right there with this theory that the people that applauded were that started the applause. See, it doesn't need to be all his employees that were applauding. All you have to do is kind of start the applause.
Yep.
That's the trick. That's the hack, right? Just getting the applause started. And that's, yeah. That is absolutely what happened.
I kind of want to rewatch the video and see, like, how many of the crowd just looks at each other like, are you going to start it? No. Are you going to start it? And just see how many traded those looks. Because that silent conversation had to be happening.
I'd be willing to bet. So I missed some of the stuff that Miyazaki was saying. The Mort's Twitter. Yeah. My Twitter is literally rip, by the way, all the time. That's
at this point, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, what is the Return DLC? I don't know which game you're talking about there. So, I don't know what that was about. But yeah. So, good times. Good stuff. Yeah, I'm obviously, and obviously anybody who's been following me for any period of time probably has heard my my video on the corporate PR tactic called "Make the Outrage Outdated." I have a video somewhere on my YouTube channel of that guy. For anybody that's curious, I'd just search up "Make the Outrage Outdated Mortiel." You'll find that. Essentially, it's but in short, it's pretty much a PR tactic where you do something that makes a big enough of a media splash that people are now talking about whatever that is instead of the thing that you done fucked up on. And I was talking about it at the time because of EA was trying desperately to make the outrage about their blunder with Battlefront 2. They were trying to make it outdated by bringing up something else that was controversial or whatever. I can't remember what it was at this time, but and that was what I was calling it out about, was that they were essentially trying to make the outrage outdated. Blizzard, in much the same way, is doing the same thing here. They're trying to take... Well, BlizzCon was obviously planned beforehand, so it's not like they reactively planned BlizzCon in order to make the outrage outdated. However, I don't know how much of Diablo 4, Overwatch 2, and that sort of thing were 100% going to be as big of announcements as they were. As they were, but are, I think they might have played them up a bit more than they were planning to originally. Making a big mistake. Oh, yeah. Chat from a while ago. Emergency oxygen replenished. But it is getting around 9. And I am starting to get...
Yeah. So I pulled it in right at a good time then.
Yeah. It was actually perfect timing. Yeah, so there's multiple types of space stations that you'll run into, which are pretty badass.
Oh yeah, the detail of this game is really good.
Yeah,
I
for anybody
mean,
for anybody looking to play Star Citizen, don't play Star Citizen. Play this game instead, because this game's actually finished. Oh,
yeah. I mean, the only downside is a lot of what Star Citizen wants to do is either planned in this one as a DLC or expansion, or
yeah.
already implemented. But let's just face it, in this game you have about 1 billion+ systems that need to be explored, versus what Star Citizen got, 10, 100. I
Well,
mean,
I
it's
mean,
no.
to be absolutely fair, um, with in respect to Star Citizen, it is a game that is still in alpha. Now, in which case, yeah, maybe it could have 1 billion systems in it eventually, but they're also planning out full Atmo landing, which is something that this game has not done yet. So I mean, I don't want to completely dismiss the plans of Star Citizen and say that this game will be superior to those plans. What I will say is that from a project management perspective, I have a lot of experience with that. I would have fired the project management team years ago, Star Citizen. At what point?
Project management team?
Right, exactly. My thing is that at what point you are literally building the most expensive game in the universe, and
Yeah.
it's been going on for how many years now? Like 5-6 years now.
2013.
Yeah, and
I
you
think.
don't have a finished product to show for it. You have failed, because how software development works is you define a very specific scope of stuff to make. You then make that stuff. Then, once that stuff is released and maybe you fix any bugs with it, then you go on to build the next segment of stuff. So with
What Elite Dangerous is doing.
Yeah, exactly. Where, you have the engineers, and then we add in additional pieces. What Star Citizen did is they went about the game development and software development like a fucking Adderall lacking ADHD fucking kid. Where they start one piece of something, but what about this thing? And then they start this next piece, and then they start this next piece. And before you know it, you're starting 16,000 different fucking projects and not getting any of them done. It's called feature creep in the project management world, and it's something that we all should be avoiding at all costs.
Well, and the worst part is, for me, about Star Citizen is they are on like version 3.7, 3.8 now. And that is pre-release. This is alpha release. That 3.7, 3.8 should have been in full production, in my opinion. Because generally you see with
1.0.
version.
Yeah, 1.0 is your official launch. Technically, their internal versioning may be 0 point something or another, but usually the way that, for those, and this is not everybody's got a little bit different way of doing this, but a good general standardization of version numbers, for those of you who don't know, usually have 3 to 4 digits, depending on the way they want to build the software, right? The first digit in your software version is your major version. Any change to that first number is a huge change to what's going on in the with the software, like major overhaul. That's why it's called a major version. Conversely, this second digit is minor version. This is usually stuff that is added features. So these are actual features that are being added, but it is not a significant overhaul. It's usually like little piecemeal pieces added into the product. The third digit is usually your revision, your patch or revision number, whichever you want to call it, which is that's bug fixes or security patches. That's stuff that's not adding anything really new. And then the fourth number, if they have it, is usually the build number, which is more or less usually that's more done whenever you're doing agile nightly development, where you might have multiple different builds of a minor version getting built at once, and then one gets chosen. That's getting complicated on there, but the thing is at what point your alpha version, even if their build number is 0.3, your alpha is usually the nightly stage. That fourth number that I mentioned, the build number, that's usually your alpha. You build out multiple alphas in a 0.0 point dot whatever. You build out several nightlies, and then you say, okay, we're going to go with this one, move the alpha into a beta stage, at which point it's 0.1. And then you iterate through 0.1 through 0.9, and once you reach 1.0, that is your official release product.
Yes.
Official release product. And there's a reason for that iteration, is because that keeps you on task, keeps you with a very fixed scope goal. With in the case of Star Citizen, that would have been Persistent Universe. If they would have built out Persistent Universe and done that first and foremost, focused on completing that segment, which is honestly the most daunting part of it, that would have been complete years ago. And then they would have gone to, was it Space Marine or whatever the first-person shooter aspect is, then go and build that segment as a DLC or an add-on update. You don't even have to charge DLC price for it. You just build, Warframe, right? Warframe adds these, like, you want a great concept of what good software development looks like? Warframe. Like, they still call I don't think they call their game a beta anymore. I think they've actually dropped that quietly, but for a long time they kept it in beta. But the thing is that I was in the closed beta testing, and the game was pretty slim back then, but the whole idea is that they were trying to get a product to market, and they did that.
Yes.
And then they've continually added stuff into that finished product and have made it to one of the most amazing games to date. Like, the scope of Warframe at this point is so fucking massive, but it's massive in scope that is completed projects. Star Citizen doesn't understand. And mind you, I guarantee you that they have not spent, $400 million in budget costs without actually making a finished product? Come on. Like, I can't...
And how much of that money is going to designing these $1,000+ ships that they are making just to keep generating money, because they know that faith right now is kind of lacking, and they do this so that the wealthiest people that they can cater to can have these fancy ships prior to launch. It's ridiculous. They're focusing on all the wrong things.
Well, they are, and to be fair, you can have teams multiply working on stuff at the same time. Like, you can, for example, with Warframe, they can be working on have a team that's working on cosmetic skin stuff to sell for money, while they have another team working on a new Warframe that they're going to be releasing, while another team is working on a couple of new guns, while another one is working on a mechanics overhaul. You can have multiple people kind of doing things at once. That I can see happening, especially when you've got a large team, which both Cloud Imperium Games and Digital Extremes both have very large teams. So that's not necessarily a problem. I have them working on multiple stuff at once. However, I do have an issue that they continue to make purchasable items without actually releasing a finished product game. It's kind of like, was it Ark? I think it was Ark Survival Evolved, that when it was still in early
Ugh.
access, released a DLC for the game?
Yes, it was. I remember Sid Alpha's video just ripping them to shreds about that. That's
Yeah.
a dirty move, and I don't care who you are. That's kind of completely turned me off to Star Citizen, period.
So Miyazaki said, our team is pretty organized. Our team isn't super organized by the project leader, but we developers decide most things between ourselves. Project leader organizes all artists, but the developer-wise, we know what our priorities are and that we talk to each other. So it does depend on the foundation principles of your team. For example, if you are doing Scrum development, which I don't think a lot of game devs deal with Scrum, so that's not going to mean a whole lot to you, but you will have a product owner and a Scrum master will be the people that are kind of driving things forward. And then above them, you will have a program manager who is kind of has several product owners reporting up to him to kind of keep the big picture in order, if that makes sense. And the program manager, usually that program is a singular effort of one major moving piece. Within organizations, that might be a say, for example, you are a company that deals with purchases from customers, right? There's a concept called my brain's going a little PCI DSS compliance, which is more or less a set of kind of foundational rules on making sure that your credit card transaction processing is done securely and you're not leaking any customer data and so on. That is that's PCI compliance, right? So you might have a program manager that is responsible for getting your company PCI DSS compliant, and that is his program, right? And then he will have multiple concurrent teams, each of them headed up by either a project manager or a product owner if you're doing Agile, and each of them will be working on a specific project. That could be hey, we're going to work on our server infrastructure and make sure that these tasks are done to secure our server infrastructure. One could be a legal team to make sure that you have legal stuff in order. Obviously, I don't know a whole lot about that because I don't deal with legal a huge amount. I know a little bit, but I'm not going to speak a whole lot on that. But essentially, you'll have these different moving parts, right? And when you're dealing with game development, there's not a whole lot different in there. It's still software development at its core. You just have a little bit more artistic stuff aspects thrown in there as well. But at the end of the day, it's still software development, and you can still apply very similar design principles. Like, how many fucking game studios out there actually operate off of Agile? I'd be very curious to see if that is something that they even do. And is that something they should be doing? Hard to say. Anyway.
I mean, yeah. Before we rant too far onto this.
Yeah, I think it's probably a good idea to probably call it a night, obviously. So obviously, if this is your first time tuning in to there we go. Nope, we're not going to be starting soon. Good grief.
You really fucked everything up today. Like, really.
Yeah, that's what happens. So, in any case, obviously, if this is your first time tuning in to watch our streams, hey, what's up? Hi. I'm Angelus de Mortiel. This is NightRose. Usually there's other people here, but they couldn't be here today. Them who shall not be named. No. In any case, we stream every Saturday night at 7 p.m. Pacific time. We usually alternate streams and have a party stream on one weekend and then a podcast stream on the other weekend. This was supposed to be a podcast stream, but we have kind of an internal rule where if we don't have at least half of the 3/4 of the people here, we don't do the podcast because the conversation is generally less diverse. So we like to make sure we have more people available when possible. In any case, where was I going on that? I had something to say on that note. Anyway, yeah, we stream every Saturday night at 7 p.m. Pacific time. You can tell that my mind is going blank because I'm hungry and I'm starting to get that little spaciness going on there. So we're going to get closed down here for the night. We'll be back next Saturday with a party stream, and we are going to be starting to play November, N7 November. We're going to be playing some Mass Effect 3 multiplayer. Good stuff, man. I highly recommend you guys tune in, check us out here. It'll be a lot more action packed. Kev should have fun with that. He loves when we do this. He loves the Mass Effect 3 goodness. Rose, you got stuff to say to your stream, I imagine. Nope, Rose muted me. Oh, she muted and deafened herself. She's talking to her stream over there. She'll probably do the same. So in any case, I'm going to get signed off here on this side of the aisle, guys. And we'll be back next Saturday, Mass Effect 3 multiplayer. Thanks for everybody tuning in. It was definitely fun to try to shoot things while having a very intelligent conversation on stuff. Miyazaki, before I go, complicated relationship I have with Andromeda. Not a topic that I'm going to crack open at the very end of my stream. It's not gonna go well. Tune in next week, and I will talk about Mass Effect Andromeda and the unfortunate relationship that I have with that game. That's what I'll say. Alright guys, everybody have fun, be good to each other, and stuff. We all love you guys. Cheers.